Progression on me, progression on 3.
Andy, welcome to Spence TV. If y'all ain't there, welcome.
All right, Spencer TV, it's your boy King Spence. I'm here with Yancey Duckett, one of the most involved Christian artists, and I ain't even gonna say in Tulsa, I'm gonna say just like alive right now, coming up, real talk.
Appreciate it.
First thing I want to know, you excited about 2015?
I am, man. It's a big year for me, man. The people around me were working.
Yeah.
Things are looking very promising, man. But we got to do the work. The work. So I'm very excited, bro. Very excited. Yes, sir. So
like right now, what's something that we can expect? Like something big that we can expect?
Ooh.
Like at least a goal, like something that we can anticipate.
I believe in 2015, 3 solid tours. 3 solid tours is what will do it big for me. A lot of times you'll get these awesome artists who even local artists even, who are amazing at their craft, but they don't travel. They don't go to kind of take over the world, if you will. So I want to get 3 solid tours, man. Shout out if I'm coming to your city real soon. Y'all show some love. But if I could just let people see what's happening, man, with what's going on with the music and with the ministry, then, nationally, I think it'll do big things.
Okay, so as I said before, you're a Christian artist. So, like, tell us a little bit about your background, like where you come from, some things you do.
Yeah, so I'm from south side of Chicago, man, Illinois. The town I grew up in is Robbins, Illinois, man. Shout out to the fam. And so it was rough for me, bro. 7 days before I was born, my dad died. 2 weeks after I was born, my mom left me in a car. And I lived with my grandma for 9 years. She died of cancer. So for me, that's kind of when life started, man, and it was rough. So I seen a lot of the bad, man, and I think, the Bible tells us not to get all holy, but the Bible tells us that all things work together for the good of those who love the Lord, man. And, I had dealt with a lot of things, man, rejection, bitterness for the situation, or should I say the hand that I was dealt. And so, I thought, why me? God, what is this for? And so looking back, man, over all those things I see now through my music, through my relationships with people, that it was all for a reason. It was all for a reason.
That's definitely pretty deep. There ain't too many people, at least it ain't too many Christian believers who can say something like that.
Right.
Do you ever feel like pressure to live just like a simple life? Like sometimes, like going to see certain kind of movies or listening to certain kind of music. Do you ever feel like pressure with the world being like so hypocritical and like biased, like?
You see, that's one of the biggest aspects of just, the type of person that I am, my music, my ministry as a whole, because I don't believe in the traditions. I don't believe in all of the standards and the procedures that you have to go through, but rather I believe in real relationship, man. If you consider a relationship between the mom and the dad, there is no do's and don'ts. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that parent loves that child by every extreme. And as the child, you bump your head, you go through things, and you make decisions based on love, man. So, I try to keep things from my ears that will, kind of have me doing weird stuff, or music, because you got to guard your heart, man. What you put into your heart is what will come out of it, man. And so I just want to be a positive influence in the world as a whole. Just whoever I encounter, whoever I meet, whoever hear my songs, man, I want to be a world changer. And I understand that I can't do it by one magic act, but rather I have to have these relationships day in and day out. So I do filter what comes into my vision and my ears, man, but I don't necessarily have a censor or things that I do or that I don't do. So
and I heard what you said about like you can be hindered by things you don't know. Okay, so have you ever looked into any other kind of religions, Buddhism, Roman Catholic, things like that?
I mean, I've heard things, but I've never done like major research.
Okay,
I haven't.
All right, is it something that you like refuse to do, or is it just something that you don't feel is necessary? Or?
No, I mean, at the end of the day, I feel like it's probably not necessary to me. No disrespect to anybody else.
Yeah, that's true.
But it's almost like it was a one and done thing for me. Kind of how when people find a wife and they be like, "That's her."
Yeah,
love that person.
Hey, that's perfect. Hey, anybody who was questioning what you just said, that right there, clearly, hey, that's probably the the wisest answer any man could possibly give right there.
Shout out, I got that from that book. He making me wise.
That's pretty dope right there. Like, all right, so like, do you have, like, if we wanted to listen to your music, find out anything about you, what's the best place to go?
Good question. So Pastor Russ at Explosion Church, he's working on my website right now, so that will be, and I try to be consistent with everything, from my social media to my music links, and it's all Yancey at Yancey Duckett, all one word.
It's on the screen, so it's not hard. Type that in right
Go get that right there. Y'all see that. Go get that. Yancey Duckett. But right now, man, I used to have on my SoundCloud, I had the full mixtape. It's called The Sinner's Perspective. By the way, this is my first project, so this is kind of my rookie season.
It's still downloadable?
Well, let me jump in the gun. So I had the whole thing. It was ready for download, but as part of my marketing strategy, I just left my 2 singles on there for the year.
Okay.
So I'm leading with that, which is Hands in the Air and then For You.
Okay.
So those 2 are definitely downloadable, but to hear more of the track, you gotta cop that CD.
And where do you get the CD from?
From me. I got all my promo team or guys who's working with me, man. We sell those CDs for just $5. And as a side note, man, every CD sale, it goes to touring, to merchandise, to different things like that, man. And all of that, anything financially helps me just go further, talk with more people, man, and just let them know what we're doing, man.
Okay, so what about people who stay in like different states who can't necessarily get it by hand?
By hand. YanceyDuckett.com. Go to YanceyDuckett.com. Okay. If it's not up right now, I guarantee you 2 weeks from now, we'll definitely have that thing up and roll. And, you know, we're going to rewind. Royal Nation. Royal Nation is kind of the foundation of everything that I do. And Royal Nation, what it is the body of believers. The body said that when you're born again, you're part of a royal priesthood. Okay. And so I made a song called Congratulations. It's on the CD. And it says, congratulations, welcome to a royal nation. I'm glad you made it. Your presence has been long awaited. Yeah. Congratulations. Yeah. So it just talks about being saved, man. And so with that being said, I had thought about, and this is the first person I've ever shared it with, doing my first EP and naming it Royal Nation. But I don't know if I'm gonna come with another mixtape, drop a few singles. I believe that if we really work in 2015, that we'll be able to make some big decisions by 2016. Yeah, so that's in the works.
I've seen you on the net doing your thing.
Trying, man.
Like you say, everything is at Yancey Duckett. Everything, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat.
Hey,
website is YanceyDuckett.com.
YanceyDuckett.com.
So y'all check that out. So I'm sure it's a lot of younger people watching right now. If it's like one thing that you could really, if it's anything that you want somebody to take from this interview, this conversation, what would you want them to do?
So what I really want people to get from this thing, man, because these times and these days we encounter quote unquote Christian people, and a lot of times what we get from those people is don't drink, don't smoke, pull your pants up, you got to do this. But my only mission behind everything that I do is not to control a life, not to tell people how to live, but give them an encounter and an opportunity to get to know and fall in love with God.
That's pretty solid.
Yeah, with everything aside, man, with what you do. If you smoke, man, but get to know God. Get in your Bible, pick it up, man. And if you begin to fall in love with Him, everything else in your life will follow suit. So, I ain't coming to preach, man. I just want you to fall in love. So
that's really that's likely to scare people away, because
absolutely,
I know, like, when I do look back on church, like coming up, it is a lot of stuff that the church says, at least the church that I went to particularly, that could scare people, like non-believers they're searching for God.
And I hate that, man. It really breaks my heart, because deep down inside, a lot of people want better for themselves, man. And sometimes, they don't necessarily know how to pursue that. And some people even want to get to know God, but they may do it through somebody out the church, an older person who just kind of gives them this standard or set of rules that is something like, that's not really me. And the truth is, all God is love, man. And if people kind of figure Him out and
definitely has the potential and the swag to talk to a lot of people and actually influence them.
Appreciate that, man. I appreciate that.
So we're gonna go ahead and close this up, and the way we're gonna do it is I got 7 questions for you.
Okay.
You got 10 seconds to answer each question.
Okay.
If faster you answer the question, the more points you get.
Okay. Okay. Do I got a prize? Progression T-shirt? What's up?
You know what? I'm gonna hook you over the progression.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
All right.
Cool.
All right. So check this out. Question number 1. You ready?
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Who's responsible for the formula E equals MC squared?
Einstein.
All right. What energy drink gives you wings?
Red Bull.
All right. What's another name for soccer?
Football.
How many days are in the month of October?
Woo! Wait, there's like 30.
All right. Spell hard backwards.
Ooh, why you do this, bro? G-R-A-H.
All right. Name a color that has more than 5 letters in its name.
Purple.
Okay, and how many stripes are on the American flag?
I'm gone. It's over. It's 50 stars, I think, and 13 stripes. Got it. Let's go. No Google.
Well done.
Yeah.
Now living free, you took the pain. Can't wait to hear my father say, "Well done, my son." Then call my name. I thought I could make it on my own.
Shout out Spencer TV, man. At Spencer Vibe. Y'all get at that dude, man. Get at me. At Yancey Ducky. What up?
My trust in you to guide me home. Cause I was broken, hopeless, holding on to my will. And after